Quick question before we start. Are you sitting hunched over right now watching this? Be honest. Because by the end of this video, you're going to know exactly why that's happening, what hanging from a bar actually does to your spine, and whether that 30-second hanging trend everyone's obsessed with can really fix your posture. Let's start with something weird. You're actually a little taller in the morning than you are at night. That's not an illusion. Throughout the day, the structures in your spine experience normal compressive forces from gravity, and from simply being upright. By the end of the day, you can measure slightly shorter than when you first got out of bed. And that's where hanging gets interesting. When you hang from a bar, your body is unloaded in a different way, and the traction can temporarily reduce some of the compressive load through your spine. That's one reason hanging can feel so good after you've spent hours sitting at a desk or looking down at your phone. But here's the part almost nobody tells you. Hanging can decompress your spine. It does not automatically fix your posture. Those are two completely different things. And mixing them up is exactly why a lot of people hang every day for months and still see almost no change in how they actually stand or sit. Think about what posture really involves. It's not just about the space between your spinal bones. It's about how your shoulders are positioned, how your head balances over your body, how your upper back and hips move, and whether your muscles can comfortably control those positions. Hanging doesn't automatically retrain all of that. So is hanging pointless? No, not at all. Hanging can be a useful recovery tool, especially if you spend a lot of your day sitting. It can feel relieving, give your body a different position, and temporarily unload your spine. But recovery and correction aren't the same thing. Now, let's bust two more posture myths, because these get repeated constantly. Myth 1. Just sit up straight. It sounds obvious, right? But forcing yourself into a rigid, upright position for 5 minutes doesn't magically retrain your posture. If you spend the rest of the day returning to the same position, you're mostly practicing the same habit again. Good posture isn't about being perfectly stiff. It's about having enough strength, mobility, and awareness to control your position comfortably. That's why constantly telling yourself, sit straight, isn't the complete solution. Myth 2. An expensive ergonomic chair will fix your posture. It won't. A good chair can make it easier to sit comfortably, and can provide useful support, but it can't do the work for you. You can slouch in a $2,000 chair, just as easily as you can slouch in a cheap one. The chair can support your posture. It can't create your posture. And here's another big one that almost nobody talks about. Your phone. You can have the best chair in the world, do your exercises every day, and then spend hours with your head pushed forward while staring down at your phone. Your body adapts to what you repeatedly do. That's why posture isn't something you fix for 10 minutes in a workout and then forget about for the rest of the day. It's a habit you practice all day. Quick one. Comment right now, how many hours a day are you sitting? Because that number matters. If you actually want to improve your posture, 3 things need to happen. Number 1, your upper back needs real strength, not just stretching. Rows, resistance band pulls, and other pulling movements can help train the muscles that control your shoulder blades and upper back. The goal isn't to force your shoulders backward all day. The goal is to make your body stronger and more capable of controlling its position. Number 2, your core needs to do its job. Your core isn't just about getting visible abs. It helps stabilize your trunk while you're sitting, standing, walking, and moving. If your trunk isn't well controlled, other parts of your body may end up doing more work than they need to. And number 3, this is the one nobody wants to hear. You need awareness. You have to catch yourself slouching, not once, not 10 times, over and over again, because every time you notice your position and adjust comfortably, you're practicing a different movement habit. That third one isn't really a workout. It's habit training, and this is where most people mess everything up. They start doing exercises for 3 or 4 days, look in the mirror, see no dramatic difference, and quit. But your body doesn't suddenly rewrite a habit you've repeated for months or years, just because you did a few workouts. It can take several weeks of consistent practice before a new position starts feeling more natural, and the timeline is different for everyone. So don't judge your progress after 4 days. Look at what you're doing consistently over time. Now let's come back to hanging. If you're using hanging as part of your routine, think of it as one piece of the puzzle. Don't treat it like a magic posture correction exercise. And don't force yourself through pain just because a video told you that hanging for 30 seconds is supposed to fix everything. Your goal should be a comfortable, controlled movement that fits your abilities. If hanging causes pain, numbness, dizziness, or anything that feels unusual, stop rather than trying to push through it. Because more isn't automatically better. And that's the biggest lesson here. There's no single exercise that magically cancels out years of sitting, phone use, or poor movement habits. Hanging can be useful. Strength training can be useful. Mobility work can be useful, but the biggest change comes from putting those pieces together, and then changing what you repeatedly do throughout the day. So, should you still hang? Yes, if it feels comfortable and works for you. Just understand what you're actually getting from it. You're not magically stretching yourself into perfect posture. You're using a tool that may temporarily unload your spine and feel relieving. Then you still have to do the real work. Build strength. Improve movement control. Take regular movement breaks. Adjust your everyday habits. And catch yourself when you start slipping back into the same position. That's how you turn posture from something you constantly have to think about into something your body gets better at controlling. And that's a much more useful answer than simply saying hang for 30 seconds and your posture will be fixed. If this breakdown was actually useful, subscribe, because every week we're breaking down popular health and fitness claims, and separating what actually makes sense from what just gets clicks. And comment below. How many hours are you sitting every day? And are you going to try hanging, strength work, or both? If you want the actual beginner posture routine, that's coming next. See you in the next one.